Ring up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07762471196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is Thursday, the 15th of August, 2024. And as you know, I've been here leaving your messages since the 31st of August, 2023, all of which have now been marginalized and ignored whilst you're holding my brother hostage and captive in your care and custody without any kind of clear legal framework to explain exactly how you achieved this. How you have achieved this objective. And once again, I'm leaving you daily messages asking you to contact me to let me know where my brother is, and all you're doing in return is simply ignoring me and allowing the situation to continue. And no doubt my brother is suffering, I am suffering, and particularly without any clarity of understanding of how exactly you've achieved your objectives in the manner that you have done so by refusing to explain to us exactly what legal framework that you've used to take my brother. The bottom line is, Mr. Browell, you know and I know there is no legal framework. You're all acting so dumb and retarded that you don't know what's going on. You don't know about the law, but I must respect your authority to do so. There is no laws that you work under anyway, is there? There's no real laws that you are working under. It's all just basically do as you may, on the fly, just trying to bullshit your way through life, trying to say, well, we're a local authority and we know better, when you don't know anything. You're just basically winging it. You've always been just winging it and trying to convince me that as a local authority, you're doing all that you're supposed to be doing, acting and behaving in a manner that's expected of a local authority, professionals doing their job, protected by the state. The reality is that you are incompetent, malevolent, deceptive, and malicious and vindictive, particularly against me and my family. Now it's like in a month's time it's gonna be my brother's birthday. You've had him for over a year. You're denying him basic rights. You yourself have even stated that it's in my brother's best interest to remain with his family, but yet then again you've then disregarded that and kidnapped my brother and are presently holding him hostage for over a year now without any kind of legal framework in place. No, because you know the reality is that you, the local authority, are so brazen, because you know the fact that that's what you do with children, isn't it? If I had any children, which luckily I don't have any children, you would have just kidnapped them and said in their best interest the state feels now that they should be going into foster care so you could make money and I could be sent into misery. And this is just standard practice for you in child social care, isn't it? You steal children and sell them off into foster care and make money, and that's ultimately what triggered off the Leeds riots when you attempted to take children away from a Romanian family that sparked off the rioting. So this is just standard playbook for yourself, stealing children. But what you don't understand is that you cannot do that with adults, and you think that it's so easy that you can get any adult and just simply get one of your friends and collaborators and buy them off to get a piece of paper that states that my brother lacks mental capacity, so you can then take ownership of all his assets and property. Don't be ridiculous there. I mean, the level of debauchery that you, the local authority, are now committing is monumental. You can just go up to anybody and just say, oh well, we get one of our friends to sign off in isolation without actually in isolation, just to buy them off to say the person lacks capacity, and then you can take over somebody's other whole assets. Yeah, right. That's how the law works. Is that you know the fact that the law does not work that way. I have not been. My brothers clearly never lacked mental capacity for you to take charge of him in this manner. And this is one of the reasons that my brothers trusted me to take care of his affairs, administrative affairs, in this manner, because we know how you operate. You've tortured and murdered our older brother Nazem in much the same manner because you had a duty of care. Your duty of care is to torture butcher and murder and commit mayhem. And that's the only duty that you have. And then you go around telling everybody that, oh, it's in the best interest of the person. How is it in my brother's best interest where you've taken this vulnerable, isolated person and shoved him into a private prison where nobody speaks his language, he's got no access to his protector, guardian? I mean, me and my brother have done everything in our capacity to explain to you that I represent him. And the reason that you don't want me to represent him is because you know the fact that it will just go on to highlight your own systemic failures in adult social care, which you won't be able to cover up because I record and publicize everything. So because of my ability to record and publicize your failures, you've decided to kidnap my brother into your custody and have been holding him hostage now for a period of over a year now. It's on the 8th of August 2023 you kidnapped him. It's now a week over, a year of 1 year and 1 week over, isn't it? It's the 15th today, and so therefore you've now held him for 1 year and one week extra without providing me with any framework, but yet in the background plotting, planning and conspiring with the judges and the judiciary and the courts and everybody else to maintain the badly put together facade and narrative that you're acting in the best interest and doing you're humbly doing your duty of care, when the reality is that you're saving on substantial costs, even in the absence of my labour costs, which are presently, as you know, £1 million a day now, for your villainous evil actions, and were previously
15 seconds recording time remaining.
And were previously £1 million a week. Even in the absence of that, how much money have you saved by taking these actions? You've basically taken my brother's benefit money and all assets that he had. You stripped him of his assets, forced him into a care home, and without his will and against his wishes, without his consent, and forcibly medicating him so that you can kill him off.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. Message deposit cancelled. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, I've sent them a message. They can read the message online.